You guys probably have a hero in your minds who did something brave that you will remember for the rest of your lives. So today I'm going to talk about my hero. Her name is Irina Sendler. So Irina saved my child during the occupation of Poland when Nazi took over the Poland during the Warsaw Ghetto. So she saved my child, and my child was among those 2,500 children who were saved by Irina. I remember looking at her when she just came to my apartment to save my child. I looked at her and I was like, promise me my child is gonna live. She looked back at me and she was like, I can't promise, but I promise if your child stays, she's gonna die. Irina had a legal entrance to Warsaw Ghetto, and she used to smuggle children, and she used to save children by smuggling them in her little bag. Sometimes when the children were a little bit older or taller, she used to ask her friends, she was pleading them, please help me to take the children out so they don't die. And she used to take out the children in big bags of potato, or she used to put them in a coffin and just take the children out of the ghetto so they don't die. Irina used to bring medicine, food, and clothing for children who were starving, and those children were mostly Jewish children. So in a year, 1.5 million children were dying because they were just Jewish. They thought that they're not human and they need to be killed. So she was the one who saved 2,500 children during 1942 and 1943. So she used to put herself in danger. She put her mom in danger, and she put her own child in danger. But she made sure she did her best to save all the rest of the children. She wasn't able to save all of them, but 2,500 is not a small amount. She used to hide the names of the children in the jars and bury them under the tree in her neighbor's house. So after the war is over, she was hoping that she's gonna reunite all the families. But unfortunately, most of the families of the children were dead after the war. And I was one of the few lucky people who escaped Holocaust and was able to reunite with my child. I remember after escaping the Holocaust, I ran to Irina and I was crying, and I wasn't hoping that my child survived. And I asked her, Irina, please tell me, did my child survive? And she was like, yes, your child is in one of the orphanages. I promise, but I'm gonna reunite you with your child, but you need to wait. So how she used to save them, she used to give them false identities, like fake identities, and place them in some of the orphanages or put them in a religious establishment. Because she used to say, I'm gonna place them in religious establishments because I count on sisters. Or sometimes some of the non-Jewish good families were willing to accept the children and keep them until the war was over. Or if their families were dead, they were their parents until the rest of their lives. So this brave act of Irina enabled to save 2,500 children during 1942 and 1943. Her act, it was unknown for so many years, but after the war was over, after she took out all those jars and she was trying to reunite all the families, her act was known after that. Thank you.